Have you ever noticed this old structure while driving along St. Andrew's Church Road? It's easy to miss, but the history goes back all the way to the Civil War era. About 100 years ago, this was Glebe Schoolhouse, and it tells a much bigger story about public education in St. Mary's County. In 1865, Maryland passed a landmark law creating a uniform system of free public schools. For the first time, the state tried to standardize education, even the design of schoolhouses, through plans approved by the state superintendent. But the reality on the ground was rough. Just 1 year later, Dr. James Bunting, president of the county school board, reported that St. Mary's County had only about 30 schoolhouses. Most were, in his words, quote, unfit to be occupied, especially in inclement weather. Many had no desks, no supplies, and not even chalkboards. Bunting pushed the legislature to let county commissioners levy taxes to build, repair, and furnish schools. That pressure mattered. Around 1870, Glebe School was built as part of a slow effort to improve education in a poor rural county. Although the 1865 law technically applied to all children, schools were segregated in practice. Most served only white students. It wasn't until 1872 that Maryland explicitly required at least one school in each election district for black youth. By 1874, St. Mary's County had 51 schools, 39 for white students and 12 for black students. Attendance records from 1875 show over 1,100 white pupils and nearly 700 black pupils, mostly in grades 1 through 3. Even then, nearly half of schoolhouses still had no chalkboards. By 1900, Glebe School was well established. The St. Mary's Beacon listed it as one of 8 schools in the Leonardtown, also called the 3rd District. It was the largest district in the county at the time. One longtime figure connected to Glebe was Charles A. Hurd. He began teaching at just 22 years old and spent many of his later years at Glebe, retiring in 1910. Afterward, he continued serving the school as a trustee. In the 1920s, St. Mary's ranked last in Maryland for education. The county remained poor and rural until the federal government built Patuxent River Naval Air Station in the 1940s. It wasn't until the 50s that small schoolhouses like Glebe were consolidated into larger schools. Glebe School is near the intersection of St. Andrew's Church Road and Fairgrounds Road. It was deeded to the Board of Education in 1882, closed in 1929 when students were bused to Great Mills Consolidated School, and sold in 1931 for just $200. The building was still used as a residence as recently as 2019 or 2020, even after being declared structurally unsafe by the county in 2008. Next time you drive by, take a quick look at what's left of Glebe Schoolhouse and remember to like and follow Informed St. Mary's for more local news.